or a music
Places,
scene that you like?
a music scene that I don't know. I like the people around me. Like I generally, like I said, like I ask everybody what they're listening to, and try to
Okay.
give it a listen. And yeah, I like it to be collaborative. I like listening to what people describe their favorite songs, or like listen to an album my friend is listening to and say like, oh my god, I enjoyed that, and talk about that.
Mm-hmm. Hmm. Yeah, I think I used to always ask somebody like once a day
Mm-hmm.
when I was still in school that I would be like, "Hey, what music or like what song?" Or if
Mm-hmm.
somebody was listening to music, like actively listening to music, I would just go up to them and just ask them like,
Oh,
"What are you listening to right now?" And then just they'd be like,
so
"I'm listening to the new who's a popular artist, the new Travis Scott album or something."
so I used to have my like in school. I did not know how to download songs for the longest, and in India we used to use like Pirate Bay and things like that to
Mm-hmm.
download songs early on. So I would go to school with a USB, and I had two friends who had really good music tastes, and they would take my USB and give it me back like
The
with
old
songs.
school.
Yeah, and then I'd come back and like I'd listen to those songs, and I find myself returning to those songs a lot again too.
Yeah, no, those are I love that's the best way to find music too because you have no clue,
Mhm.
and that's exactly what I wanted to do with this podcast. It's just like,
Okay.
so that's why you're making a playlist,
Hmm.
and then it's kind of like giving somebody a a mixtape of songs like how they used to do back in the day, like with the Walkman. I mean, I
Yeah.
know we never had Walkmans, but
Yeah, but we had like India was a bit behind the US like
hmm.
when we were going. So I had my iPod, and like I would have my friends give me songs on USBs. So I'd
Hmm.
put it on my iPod and my phone sometimes.
Yeah, no, that was a way to do it. It was just very like there was still a little physical aspect to it, but now it's all digital. So
Mm-hmm.
kind of like most people don't have
Mm-hmm.
any like actual tastes. It's kind of just whatever's thrown out there. But with the USB or
Mm-hmm.
mixtape method, that's like this is music that I actually want on my iPod, and then you would
Mm-hmm.
put it on there. So yeah, it's kind of like people with records. You know, you can only
Yeah.
have like 10 records because it fits in your cabinet or something. So you can
Mm-hmm.
only enjoy that much rather than having 1,000 million songs on your at your disposal.
I have owned three CDs in my life. They
Oh,
have been the first one,
what three CDs?
like the ones that I physically went to the store and bought and not illegally downloaded was
Hmm.
Justin Bieber's My World, Taylor
Okay.
Swift's Fearless, and Miley Cyrus's Breakout album.
Hmm. Very popular music. Very popular
Like of the
artists.
time, yeah. But like that was a big thing. But also, oh my God, Linkin Park,
Oh yeah, Linkin Park was popular.
crazy popular. Like every brown kid's like anthem, like Linkin Park.
And then everybody, or they bridged the gap between rap and rock with the Jay-Z collaboration. So it was
Mm-hmm.
very like communal. Metalheads and rap heads
Mm-hmm.
were all together hanging out, listening to Linkin Park, Jay-Z. It was cool. It was a very inclusive environment. What's my oh here's my CD. This is the CD that I have. I got this as a gift
Uh-huh.
for graduation. It's Brad Paisley's Time Well Wasted album. It's this is a banger.
Okay,
Brad
I'm
Paisley
making notes.
shreds. Like I didn't really know that until like
Uh-huh.
now or until recently. Brad Paisley shreds. Also, if Keith Urban's also he's a really good guitarist. He shreds too. So if you like the country scene, check that
Okay,
out.
so I this is TikTok has changed my mind. I'll tell you about country because like I moved here
Hmm.
and everybody hated country, so I assume you're supposed to hate country, right? But then it's so they were talking about how like the class aspect is reflected in the hatred towards country. So
Hmm.
country is like the true American working man song,
Hmm.
and when like we diss country or like do not address it, it's like there's a class divide or like a bigger industry versus like songs that were created for working men.
Hmm.
That makes sense, and I
Hmm.
found that fascinating.
Yeah, yeah, they have different different groups,
Mm-hmm.
different demographics of like their
Mm-hmm.
audience.
So
Like
like there was like a addressing like of like classism in like the rejection of country by like the
Like
eastern
the
and west by the
yeah.
coastal elites.
Mm-hmm. They just think that they're better than everybody.
Yeah.
And then it's also yeah, like when you think about it, a lot of the music of what it's about is so if you go to like the elite music, it's all about flexing on everybody.
Mhm.
So successful and so rich. And if you try to put that music into somebody in the Midwest, like okay, they can't really relate to that. So yeah, there's music for different people. Um, but at the end of the day, they all a lot of country songs are about like flexing too, talking about money, going to
Mhm.
the bank, uh, also getting laid, a lot of drinking beer. So at the end of the day, everybody's pretty similar.
Glad they get to flex. Like,
Yeah, they flex their hard work, and they
mhm.
also enjoy the end of the night. So everybody's pretty
Mhm.
similar when you
Okay.
think about it. Um, favorite album art,
I
and
don't.
what do you like about your favorite album art?
So I was talking to my friend about this earlier because I was trying to do homework for this podcast, and she sent me a bunch of album arts that she enjoyed because I had none.
What?
I couldn't think of any. And all I can remember is like her telling me like, "Oh, look at the Arctic Monkeys AM album art because it
That's
looks
pretty
like
cool.
nothing, and
Yeah.
then when you stare at it, you get AM, and that's all I have for you for that section."
Okay. You don't look at the album art and just enjoy that as another piece of art because it's two pieces of art you're getting. That's why it's cool. Like when you get
Okay.
your CD,
Mm-hmm.
that's the first thing. It's like, do you like the album art? Or when you're looking at an album, it's like, does
Oh,
that art appeal me? And then once you get into the music, it's like, does that other art, that other form of art, the audio,
so
like
also there's Melanie
interesting?
Martinez, her Crybaby album. Melanie Martinez, her cry like I liked it because
Sounds familiar. Sounds familiar.
it's a very interesting. It was again like popular at the time. She was on The Voice and stuff. My cousin loves it too. She went to a concert by her, and the album is again really creepy, and the art like
Oh yeah,
reflects that.
yeah. I think I've heard of it.
Um,
It was kind of weird. Yeah.
yeah. So I like her. Like her, whenever I used to listen to it, I used to enjoy looking that. If that makes sense. I don't know,
hmm
but I
Yeah.
don't.
No, it definitely was weird. That's really cool. So I'll give you the deserted island question. If you were stuck in an island and you only had three albums, which ones would you choose?
So I have a list for you.
Queen.
Yeah,
I
I have
got
three.
that.
You have the second one too, if you can
Panic
guess.
at the Disco.
Oh yes,
I got that.
and there might be some Eminem there, and certain Bollywood soundtracks.
Okay, so just like a USB of uh, of your favorite Bollywood and Eminem songs.
Yes, but also if I had to choose like a Bollywood playlist, I don't know if there are other Indians like listening. You have like Zindagi Na Dobara playlist. Like that movie has the best songs in my opinion, or like the Rockstar playlist and the Rock On playlist. Those three movies have such good soundtracks.
Hmm. You got to send me that Indian music playlist. That
Okay.
that sounds cool because I know it's like it's a whole world out there. Like
Mm-hmm.
it's huge. Like
So I
it's a
I did
huge
not
industry.
I did not know that like this is a fun trivia or something. So in my parents and my grandparents' generation, what was really famous was like Kishore Kumar who did yodeling. So like yodeling, yodeling you.
Hmm.
And I like introduced that to like Ashley and Elena. I was like playing them and they're like, that sounds like old Western music. Like, like
Yeah, yeah.
cowboy old Western music. And that was really popular in Bollywood for a while.
Wow. The yodel type of music. It's cool. It's art. It definitely is an art. Because yeah, if you ask somebody on the street to do that, it's pretty difficult. So oh, you
Right.
muted
Yeah,
yourself.
yeah. There was this one man, Kishore Kumar, and my uncle was talking about him. He's like, yeah, that is one singer I can recognize. There are so many singers I can't recognize by their song, like the music, but like whenever I hear a Kishore Kumar song, I can recognize him. And he's not like traveled to the West because he's not very like he's like old music.
Mm-hmm. And then once technology like made it easier, it could travel from continent to continent.
Yeah, but like well, India and Pakistan, like our border is the most like hardly secure, like one of the extremely secure borders. So like there used to be like Bollywood cassettes that soldiers would like cross, like Indian soldiers would give Pakistani soldiers.
That's a very unique way of sharing music, but I'm glad it's a lot easier now. So yeah, it's kind of crazy how like the influence of like other countries came to that country. It's a lot of work, you know. You gotta like back then you had to go on a boat and just be like, hey, we believe in this. This is what we think is cool, and then yeah. But now it's much easier. So yeah, let's do our quick fire. Anything else you want to add to this?
Oh no, I think I'm good.
Okay, let's do our quick fire. Earbuds or headphones?
Headphones.
Headphones. Okay. Why? Is it like just sound quality? Or
They
comfort?
hurt my ears. Like these are my brothers. Like I'm wearing the iPhone ear headphones, and I hate them.
Yeah. I just like that they're cheap. Ish.
Yeah.
Yeah. If you lose them.
Boat Rockers by Sony. Those are like really cheap, good headphones, Bluetooth headphones. If anyone's looking.
Beer or wine?
I don't drink.
Okay, pretty good. Ramen or bread?
Ramen any day.
Yeah, ramen all
Any
day.
day.
It's so good. Running or biking?
Biking.
Yeah,
You won't get me running at any point.
What's it called? It doesn't have any, or it's non-weight bearing, so it it doesn't affect your knees as much. So yeah, bikes, pretty solid. Sweet or salty?
Sweet and salty. Like I need a salty snack with a sweet snack.
Like the umami.
Yeah.
Sweet and salty. Okay. Day or night?
Night.
Night. Hot or cold?
Hot.
And vinyl or CD?
CD.
Oh, okay.
Just accessibility.
Yeah, it's also more compact. But I mean, vinyl's a flex lately.
I know.
It's a flex. It's very cool to have vinyl.
I'm a person of the people. I like accessibility. I like what you can play easy.
Vinyl is just that's some classy stuff. But yeah, I think we answered all the questions. I'm gonna stop recording now, and yeah, thanks for being on the show. That was fun. Yeah. Or any shout outs do you want to do? That's the important part.
Everybody who's like my friend Ruta and Sharvari, the people who gave me the USB music.
Okay, yeah. Shout out to the people who give music.
And then all the Peace Corps volunteers who've shared their Spotify's with me so I can stock their playlists.
Yeah. Well, it was cool having you on the show. So
it was great being here.
Yeah. And we are done.
Hey everybody, thanks for listening. And if you want to be a guest, please fill out an application form in the description. And we're on social media. We have Instagram at WAYLTP. So hope everybody's staying safe and see you in the next episode.